Pranam to all of you. Myself Shraddha Tripathi from Dev Sanskrit University, Haridwar, Uttarakhand, India. My presentation topic is Law of Karmas, Theory Behind Hypnotic Regression, and my co-author is Mr. Aditya Kumar Shukla. The objective of studies is to find out the theory behind hypnotic regression, to explain the theory of the law of karma, and to find out the relationship between hypnotic regression and law of karma. First of all, what is hypnotic regression? A hypnotic regression is a therapeutic technique in which the client is urged to imagine going back in time, past their birth, and to remember a former lifetime. The client is able to retrieve memories of previous lives, and this recall of memory can be achieved by a process of hypnosis. However, some processes use meditation techniques. Hypnotic regression can bring unconscious decisions like that soul agreements, deathbed decisions such as revenges, hurt commitments, and vows up into the conscious mind where you can resolve them. This can help us to understand our karmic lessons and see firsthand how the law of karma works. Now, what is the law of karma? Like a fish swimming in a water or a snake moving on a sand, we leave behind footprints of our own karmas. These impressions are known as sanskar. The epic Ramayana says that each individual is himself personally responsible for his happiness and mistakes. कहूँ न कभों दुख सुख कर दाता, निज निज कर्म भोग सब भ्राता. Means all beings reap the fruit of their own karmas. They rejoice or well, weep and suffer because of their own doings. Like Newton's third law of motion. The law of karma says that for every action there is a reaction. Act well, get good facilities. Act badly, get bad facilities. Sanskar are produced by each of three categories of karma, known in spiritual parlance as. There are mainly three types of karmas. First is sanchit karma, means involuntary mental karmas. Second is prarabdha karma, the karmas done with the strong emotional involvement. And third is kriyaman karma, that is physical karmas. As a result of three karmas of karma or actions, there are three types of adverse reaction or suffering, that is called dukkhas. First is daivik dukh or mental suffering. Second is daihik dukh or physical pain. Third is bhautik dukkhas or the distress caused by the natural disaster. Daivik dukkhas means mental suffering. All type of sorrows, mental sufferings are the result of mental sins. Worry, anxiety, anger, separation from the beloved one, fear, grief, etc. are sign of divine justice of the mental signs. Mental signs are those willful karmas, deliberate acts of the minds which are carried out under the influence of a strong negative emotional stimuli like that jealousy, selfishness, cruelty, heartlessness, egoism, and many more. Through suffering, the intelligent divine mechanism ensures removal of sanskar generated by prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma is the karmas done with a strong emotional involvement. Mental karmas, which are voluntary, deliberately performed under the strong emotional stimuli, are known as prarabdha karma. Being motivated by intense emotions, such karmas produce powerful sanskars. Divine justice makes souls of both the sinner and the sinned interact the complementary environment. This complex process at times takes several cycles of the life and death. Now, what is the relationship between the hypnotic regression and law of karma? Hypnotic regression is directly based on the theory of reincarnation and law of karma. The work of Professor Ian Stevenson and Professor Satwant Pasricha is this regard is noteworthy. They have studied over 3,000 cases, including 450 Indian cases of the reincarnation type. Apart from verification of demographic details provided by the children who remembered their previous life, These investigators noted physical and behavioral similarities to previous life personalities. They also observed presence of fears and phobias related generally to the mode of death in previous life. In hypnotic regression, it is hypothesized that the traumatic experience of previous life produce psychological and physical symptoms in current life. Prarabdha management utilizes the concept of law of karma. The law of karma entails cause and effect relationship and extend across lives. The sanchit karma is stored karma of the all lives, that is, it is strong of the experience of one's existence in the universe. It is the causal karma. This complex relationship can be explained by a simple example. For example, that because of drawing in previous life is an instance of a sanchit karma. Prarabdha, which is the effect of a segment of one sanchit karma which one is experiencing in the current life. So that hydrophobia is a prarabdha karma. The effect in current life is because of the drawing in the previous life is the causal segment of sanchit karma. So that hydrophobia is a prarabdha karma and drawing in the previous life is a sanchit karma. In hypnotic regression, the therapist lead a client to the causal segment of sanchit karma relevant to the symptoms, that is prarabdha karma, which produce healing. The researchers investigating therapeutic value of past life regression found beneficial effect in relationship problems and phobias. Dr. Thelma B. Friedman has produced a doctoral dissertation on the topic of past life and interlife reports of phobic pupil pattern and outcome. In her research, she found out that a significant improvement in the phobia through the past life and interlife therapy. Now, the conclusion of the whole research is the purpose of past life therapy is to identify established patterns, how they impact our growth. As a result, we may ignore the situation, cover it up, or emotionally shut down. This does not mean it goes away. It simply remains in the unconscious to be repeated in the future in another lifetime. An effective therapist will help the individual to not just the lifetimes but view them as a life and the soul lessons. Thank you very much.